Our Miss Brooks, an introduction. Our Miss Brooks was a big radio hit from the get-go. Eve Arden may not have been the original first choice, but she made the role her own and gathered individual awards by the armful. Until its debut in 1949, women had been, as in much of life, the subordinate gender, supporters and flag wavers rather than equals or the stars. Our Miss Brooks helped change that. Here was a woman, confident, funny, layered with sometimes conflicting emotions, trying to gain a boyfriend of her choosing and holding down a job as a high school teacher. It was quite a menu. Jeff Chandler played her shy biology teacher and love interest, Mr. Boynton, and the dynamics and laughed between themselves, the students, their colleagues and principal, all played by a very fine cast, make this sitcom one of radio's funniest and finest. Let's go join the fun.
Palmolive soap, your beauty hope, and Luster Cream shampoo for soft, glamorous dream girl hair bring you Our Miss Brooks, starring Eve Arden. Our Miss Brooks teaches English at Madison High, and though she's fond of her work and her pupils, these last few days have been rather hectic. In fact, she's even had to neglect her favorite faculty member, biology teacher Philip Boynton.
And when I have to neglect Mr. Boynton, you can be sure things are hectic. Of course, like most scientific men, he's rather preoccupied. But he doesn't spend all his time looking at frogs and white mice in his laboratory. No, indeed. Every Friday he goes to the zoo and looks at frogs and white mice. But in spite of his apparent absorption in scientific matters, I can't help feeling that deep down underneath, there's a definite lack of interest in me. But I keep trying. Now, take this past week, for example. I had to get the midterm examinations ready, but I wanted desperately to get my work done by Thursday afternoon so I could keep a date we had for that evening. But maybe I'd better start at the beginning. Thursday morning, my landlady, Mrs. Davis, woke me promptly at 7:30.
Oh, Connie, it's 7:30. You've got to get up.
Come on in, Mrs. Davis.
Time to rise and shine, my dear.
Oh, I may rise, but you'll have to get your own shine. I'm glad you got me up on time, though. Maybe I can make up a few questions before my first class.
I don't think you should do anything before you finish your work at school. You've been going at this midterm examination too hard, Connie. I don't like to scare you, but I'm worried about your health.
Oh, it's sweet of you to take such an interest in me, Mrs. Davis, but work doesn't bother me. I'm healthy as a horse.
Well, just the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?